Let's go with that. Yeah. So let's move on to episode
Episode
4, the
4. What
Grandmaster
if
one.
the entire MCU relied on Tony Stark?
What if
Thor: Love and Thunder, but with Iron
Jeff
Man.
Goldblum wasn't crazy? I wonder how
That's not
much he
true.
What if
ad-libbed.
it wasn't all Tony Stark's fault?
Tony
Well,
Stokes.
Tony Stokes.
Tony smokes.
What Tony Stank? Isn't that what they called the Stanley called
Tony
the
Stank.
FedEx guy?
Tony Stank.
Are you Tony Stank?
Yes, this is Tony Stank.
Stanky leg.
Tony Stanky Leg.
You guys remember the stanky leg dance?
Yeah, we
Isn't
went
that
from
disgusting? Because isn't that like
gangrene?
yeah,
No,
there's like either putrefied gangrenous flesh on the leg,
And you're just trying to
or
get
it is like
Is that what you told your
several
prom
day
date?
old
Is that what-
vaginal sweat.
Is that what you told your prom date? And she was just like, "Take me now, Tip. Let's get out of this prom." Take me now."
Yeah. Oh.
So,
Woo me, Mr. Metal Mojo Man.
oh yeah, that was pretty funny. They brought back Jeff Goldblum, not Robert Downey Jr. Korg was back. He was basically like back in full form.
Mm-hmm.
Major
Stealing the show as usual.
And they brought
Yeah.
back, who was Topaz? They brought back that actress. Oh, and Valkyrie was in this with her really bad British accent.
Rachel House was Topaz.
Yeah, and Tessa Thompson came back as Valkyrie.
Sapphire.
Mm-hmm. As drunk
I don't
Valkyrie.
think, was her British? Did she have a British accent in the movies? I don't remember her having a British accent in the movies.
I think so.
And we need one with cup holders because we're gonna die. So drinks.
So it was like, what's the
It
point?
also took me 20 years for me to be like, wait, Stewie has a British accent? So I'm just dumb. I'm just not good with the ear holes.
Zoe Saldana was not back as Gamora. I completely forgot she was in this episode. She was so forgettable. I forgot both Valkyrie and Gamora was in this episode.
They're like, this is a story about Gamora, but to tell this story about Gamora, we have to.
Here's
first
Tony
tell
Stark
you
and Korg. And the
about
Grandmaster.
something that'll make you actually watch the
Yeah,
episode. Tony Stark's back, everyone.
Big characters.
Yeah, not a big like. How did they change Gamora in this episode? Like she was like basically just older Gamora.
She was a huge bitch, and then afterwards, she was a huge bitch towards her father.
This was
spoiler alert. They
pre-Star-Lord.
kill Thanos pretty quickly. Dude,
Wait, hold on.
This show
wait, who's
fucking hates
is-
Thanos because remember in season 1, Ultron cuts him in half
and
in
then
half a second.
doesn't T'Challa talk Thanos into an alternative plan in another episode? So Thanos
And
never
then
does the snap?
and then the hell episode, she goes to kick his ass while writing the rainbow. It's like this. The writer just like maybe she like dated Josh Brolin for like a week, and he forgot about her, and he was just like, I'm gonna just like absolutely destroy
I'm gonna
Thanos.
destroy
this character.
man.
She also hates Anthony Hopkins too because Odin was his character was completely assassinated
Oh, I
in the
thought
Hell episode, which I hated, but people online seem to like. But yeah, the Grandmaster episode. So Jeff Goldblum was really funny in this,
Yeah.
but
As
the story
always,
was like
charming
very.
as
The
can
story
be.
was very.
Oh, shout
The
out.
story was very
R.I.P.
shallow.
R.I.P. to Jeff Goldblum's show on Disney Plus, which did not get renewed. That's a damn
was that?
shame.
Jeff Goldblum is amazed by things.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum eats ice
Series.
cream and talks about tattoos and shoes. It's really good, dude. If you like a good half hour of Jeff Goldblum doing a human thing, it's a great TV show. Check it out. It's like
Well, he
their
always
Nat-
has.
their Nat
He
Geo
doesn't,
style.
he doesn't need that show. He's got the apartments.com money flowing in.
So is that really Jeff Goldblum in Apartments.com, or is that a lookalike?
It's really Jeff Goldblum.
That's really Jeff Goldblum. I thought I looked at him
Yeah.
before, and
He's
I was
been
like,
doing it for like almost
Yeah,
10 years now.
he's got a lot of versions of that commercial.
Yeah, he really does.
He's been
The
been
first-
doing apartments.com longer than Flo's been doing
shout out to the first multiverse with Jeff Goldblum.
Does Flo really like help Progressive? You know, I guess it's Progressive that they keep her on
Yeah, she's
for
like
so long.
Where's that?
Spokesperson,
She's literally
basically
been the
now.
spokesman for like 15 years.
I like how, remember when they tried to hand it
start-
off to the white Irish redhead, and then just America was like, no, we want Flo back.
Let's go get you an ice cream cone, champ.
And sprinkles?
Sprinkles are for winners.
I understand.
You
I
remember
could
her
care
little,
less.
her little sidekick? Exactly. You already forgot about the sidekick.
I'm just waiting for Nationwide to buy Progressive, and then the president from 24 will be like, "That's Nationwide stand."
Yeah,
I was like,
remember
Allstate. Sorry, wrong one. Who,
classic Taco Bell commercials?
I quiero
Chihuahua.
flow. I quiero insurance. Auto.
Yokio Mask. Yeah, that dog.
Yo quiero flow. Yeah, back to the Grandmaster.
What a
he was
fun
funny.
episode, right?
I mean,
doing
it was
his
just
little
like, I'm going to
things.
challenge you to a race.
We get a podcast. Podcast.
Basic competition. They
This
could
is
have done
pod
Squid
racing.
Game.
He gets a car with all the buttons, though.
They could have done Squid Game as a car. They're like, no, let's just do a NASCAR race.
No, this
But at
was
least
like
the Grandmaster.
this was NASCAR. This was pod
This
racing.
is intergalactic NASCAR.
It was Speed Racer. It was Speed Racer, but with Goldblum, Gold Racer. That
was pretty badass when his suit turned into a car, though.
That was fun.
I didn't see that coming when I first saw that.
So because you find out they're gonna they're gonna do a race, and you get the Iron Man 1 callback. You see Tony, and he looks like he's building something. And you're like, oh, he's building a car. And then you see a helmet, and you're like, oh, he's not building a car, he's building a suit. And then you see, and you're like, oh, he built a suit for his car. And then the car explodes, and then his suit turns into a car. And you're like, holy shit, the MCU is back. It's so fun.
I saw that.
It's so much fun. For like 30 seconds.
That part.
I'm like, I miss Tony so much.
Oh my god, he's my favorite Marvel character, man. Tony.
Wait until Deadpool 3.
Oh,
my picture.
Well, once Deadpool enters the MCU, that's gonna be a different story.
I've been hearing there's some issues between Ryan and Disney, though.
Probably.
Ryan,
it was
Ryan.
something with that they're. I haven't heard details of what exactly it is, but something that they're not agreeing with that they're trying to put at the end of Deadpool.
The script, yeah, he kills Hitler again, and Disney's like, "No, you're not killing Hitler, not on our watch."
Yeah. No, I think he probably wants to like desecrate Walt Disney's corpse.
I do too. Wouldn't that be fun?
Take his frozen head
if you do it live on the podcast,
out of frozen storage, and just play volleyball. What if Deadpool took Walt Disney's frozen head and played volleyball with Wolverine in the after credits scene? Maybe that's what he was trying to do.
It would only get like one. He would just spike it over, and then Wolverine would just.
I hope they do that. That would be great. It'd be so utterly ghastly. It's like, oh my god, they dared to do that.
I don't know. I feel like I expect more from Ryan Reynolds. I think something a little smarter. Something as crass.
Okay. Well, sorry, my idea was too lowbrow.
Yeah. Your idea off the top of your head is not what I think Ryan Reynolds would put in his final
what they do is
I like where your head's at.
Walt Disney out. They thawed Walt Disney out.
Yeah.
In they show him the new iterations of the Disney movies.
What if they made? Hey,
I wonder what if.
What about that statue?
What would his reaction to 2023 Disney be?
What if they made the
You'd
Celestial?
be like, oh my gosh!
The
put me back. How rich are we?
Put me back in.
Put him back in.
Freeze me.
Sort of like in what was it? Look Who's Talking after he gives birth. Put me back in. Put me back in. So yeah, the Grandmaster, they've erased. Gamora's racing, Valkyrie's racing, and then they beat the Grandmaster. And he was like, "It's a tie, but I decide who wins, so I choose me."
And it wasn't a tie, all right? And that was a good scene there at the end because you're like, "There's no way Tony's gonna catch up to the Grandmaster," and then he just the arc reactor, and then just turns into like a Tesla flat or whatever, just zooms off in front of him, and clearly wins. Photo finish, he clearly wins, but
it's a tie.
The Grandmaster calls a tie.
I decide it's me.
Did y'all laugh when his statue winked back at him? It's like, ooh.
Dude, I laughed the whole episode. There's so much charm.
Dude, it was such a great episode.
Oh, when Tony challenges him.
There's a time when
genius.
Tesla Valkyrie gets blown up or whatever.
Tesla Thompson.
Tesla Thompson.
I guess her car was eco-friendly.
No, well, I mean, it was after it was landed on the side of the road. But then, like,
Powered by her flashlight.
she gets, like, blown up or whatever, and then it cuts to the scoreboard, and you just hear Jeff Goldblum go, ouchie, like pre-recorded sounds. And I'm like, that's so cute. Like, it's so charming. It's so fun.
And then he gets hit by the.
He's just a fun
and
character.
the way he dies is the absolute best.
See, even when he dies, he's making jokes. It's
So it's so
Like,
good. Like
doesn't he say like smells like chicken?
Oh, I'm melting. Hey, I like it. What is this? Ooh, that feels good. Ooh, viscous.
that fucking Topaz
just his whole like I'm melting.
disintegrator staff.
Well,
just
Rob, did you
taps
watch
his
the after
foot.
credit scene?
Yeah, I did.
He's like, "Did someone get a sponge? I need to be absorbed." Yeah, so it was the funniest episode, but the plot was like generic and
It was
by the
pretty
numbers.
light, but you know what? That's what acting's for, right? You can have a light plot with great actors and a great script and have it be enjoyable. And I think that's exactly what it was.
Well, I think it's a good spot to end the podcast because we got to do a Captain Carter episode next. I think we just need a
Don't
break from
forget
that.
the twist at the end that not even M. Night Shyamalan would have predicted.
M. Night
that's-
Shyamalan.
and that is Gamora takes Stark back to Thanos. And you're like, oh no, this is the end of Tony Stark. Psych!
The end
Gamora
of
jumps
Thanos.
towards Thanos,
It's
and
the
he
end of
throws her
writer's
the
credibility.
Topaz staff, and then they just disintegrate Thanos. Game over, right? There's the end of...
Apparently, that's just the killer of
Dude,
everything.
what a OP weapon right there. Thor, your hammer is dog shit compared to that staff. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm calling it
anything
how I
that
see
touches it melts.
Dude, aim for the head. No, aim for the baby toe. That's all you need to hit him, apparently. Even for the Grandmaster. But you're right, guys.
Man,
what an excellent episode.
It did bug me a little bit that thing slowly rolled over to his toe.
But he's the Grandmaster. He's so carefree and he's so like lofty. He's like, oh, what's happening here? Oh, it's running closer. Oh, I'm melting.
Well, I guess he had like a fail-safe. If he ever got hit by it, he'd just be like a puddle of charisma. So yeah, that's
or does
charisma.
everybody stay alive through it? That would be crazy.
Oh, that'd be awful. That'd
That'd
what
be
quality of life is
Yeah,
that?
that would be.
Oh,
rough.
what if episode 3, or what if season 3, they don't get disintegrated, they actually get sent to the TVA, the land beyond time. And it's like all of them together. That would be fun.
But the Grandmaster can't go.
And
so
they have
he's
to,
just-
Or
fight
even
against
worse,
Goliath.
even worse, they get sent to a screening of the Marvels.
Oh my god.
R.I.P.
So that's our show. We'll do the second half of What If next episode, maybe on Sunday.
Oh man,
But
guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
yeah, it's good to be back in 2024.
2024, baby. We're going on 3 years. We've got over 100 episodes on YouTube. So if you are desperate for nerdy content, we would love to be your third
And
favorite
love
podcast.
background music.
Yo, we're
We're
not
gonna do
bad. We're
background
not
music.
bad. We're not bad for background talk. That's for sure. If you want to follow us on X, we are at Ziza Podcast. Let us know what you think about What If so far and what you want us to cover next year.